Welcome to Mirabel's Digital Studio 4.0. We have a lot of new features released in this new version, so I just wanted to walk you through some of these changes and new enhancements. If you'll notice here along the top of the menu bar, we've taken away some of the print options and some of the other items that were sitting here as floating hyperlinks and placed them in a tools menu here. Quick pages, importing inserts, print, and add a table of contents. With the ability to color code pages in the background, you can select page 4 through 8 and give these pages a background color of red, letting you know that the red section here is the special diners and guides section of your magazine, for example. When you go through and color code all these pages and maybe the last 4 pages of your book, maybe a special section that you might want to indicate with yellow. So you can quickly see here in the flat plan some of these color coatings on the background pages on which the insertions sit, as well as the insertion colors themselves, and you'll get this full color when you print out the flat plan. Notice here the yellow background pages, the orange pages, the red pages as well. So when you print this out, this will look exactly like your flat plan looks here in Digital Studio. We've added all of the ad insertion information or the ad placement information that's pulled from the job jacket here, and this little information pop-up window. When you click on it, you'll be able to see the company name, the ad size, any production and ad notes. I believe this one we have, yes. So on this particular full page ad, we've pulled from the job jacket production notes. There were 3 different production notes made in the job jacket. Here those notes are. And you may have some of your other ads in here with ad notes, like the Smith Hanley ad here. We actually have some ad notes that were entered by the sales rep in the insertion order entry process. And then we have 3 production notes, number 1, production note 2, and number 3. We put the production notes on the bottom because they can grow indefinitely and could be quite long. What we've also done here is, let's say for example your organization doesn't use special positions or sections or options, things like that. In the settings here, you can actually turn on and off some of these different, the general tab here, you can turn on and off the specific ad placement information. So let's say you don't want to see section or ad color in the pop-up information pop-up. You can just turn those 2 off here. Press save. So then the next time you come in and you look at the info information, pop-up information, you will not have section or color here. So it'll kind of make this information manageable for you as well. We are adding the ability coming up soon here whenever you on the read-only flat plan in Magazine Manager, you'll be able to also customize a different set of information available here. So for example, you don't want the other staff to see production notes, just the production staff in the read-only flat plan. You'll be able to turn off the production notes and those pop-up items, but they'll still remain here in Digital Studio in the pop-up area there. Another feature we've added to Digital Studio 4.0 is the ability to define an electronic table of contents for your digital edition. We can add table of contents item here. It tells us we've got to be in the content insertions view, so let's be in that view here. Select a page. So we'll add page 12 here. Elements to assure safe use to our electronic digital table of contents when in our digital edition. We'll highlight page 12, press add to table of contents, and here's page 12. Now what you want to do is give this a title. So we'll call this elements, and this is what's actually going to pop up in your digital edition whenever you look at your table of contents in your digital edition. Elements to assure safe use. And then once you have that here, we'll simply press save, and your table of contents item has been created or updated successfully. And you can continue to build your table of contents throughout your entire magazine, your digital edition. Over here on the right hand side, we have the table of contents button here, where we can view a read-only view of what our current table of contents looks like. Another thing we've added in Digital Studio 4.0 is the ability to change your different placeholders, your different insertions, editorial, ad insertions to different colors. So for example, if a contract was deleted over in Magazine Manager, the insertion will turn red here or you can change that to any other color so that that will show up in red and clearly visible on your actual flat plan, so that you can remove it from the flat plan and replace it with something else as well. You can also display or hide the size name here on the flat plan. So the ad size here, 1/2 page. On the ads, you can turn that off. You can turn off the display the insertion name itself. So PharmaMeds, I believe, is the company for this ad. You can turn that off. You can also turn off the text that says placeholder. So let's turn off the ad size. Press save, and we'll see now on our flat plan that our flat plan no longer includes ad sizes. We simply have the name of the insertion, the editorial name. We also have the name of the company that purchased this particular ad. Now, I know we've received feedback where sometimes it's hard to see the entire name of the company, or what if I have, Westchester Fine Dining, Westchester Gun and Pawn, Westchester Liquors, Westchester, and all you see is Westchester here. One thing we've done also, and another reason we've put this information in the info pop-up, is so you can quickly click here and go, okay, yeah, this was Westchester Gun and Pawn, and this one down here was Westchester something else. What you can also do is zoom in to a large view and see more of that text information here on the insertions. In Digital Studio 4.0, we've added a new feature, an e-commerce feature called Buy Now. So what you're going to be able to do with the Buy Now, we're going to look at the content only, and let's say, for example, we'll double click and open up this page here, and at the bottom, Smith Handley would like to sell some real estate here on the other side of the river. You can actually click and drag a hotspot here onto the ad. And this hotspot type can be called a Buy Now button. It'll be called a Buy Now button. And you can give this hotspot a name, Buy a Condo. As you define this Buy Now button, you can also you'll need to also put in the URL that takes the reader directly to this this page that you want them to buy now. So press OK, and let's go ahead and save and close this page. We can preview this page at any point, preview our digital edition as we're building the pages. We're going to preview here, and we're going to jump, I think we put that on page 3. I'll jump to page 3. We have our Buy Now button that we can put anywhere in our digital edition. And when we click Buy Now, we're actually taken to this spot where we can click and order something. And so just imagine as sales reps, or even for your client, selling this for an additional $200, or this kind of link for $150. Put a link in the ad for you, taking your reader straight to your product, to your product's web page, and then once they purchase, they can close and they're brought right back in here to your digital edition. We've added in Digital Studio 4.0 some new size definitions. So if you'll come over here to sizes, you'll see some new sizes in the drop down here. Quarter page horizontal type 3, 6 horizontal type 2, some columns 1 inch tall, business card size, things like that. Based on the feedback we're getting from our users, we're able to define a broader range of ad sizes that everyone will be able to benefit from. So just explore some of these new ad sizes, and let's go ahead and get those linked up here. For example, we had a 1/16 in this magazine that I didn't have mapped, so we can go ahead and map to 1/16 half horizontal, and take a look and see how that works out on the flat plan. In Digital Studio 4.0, we've introduced a rich text search feature. With the search feature, you'll be able to quickly locate articles or exact ads. You'll be able to create custom digital editions or a digital portfolio for a client. A digital portfolio is a great way to highlight to an advertiser how wonderful they have looked in your magazine and in your publication, so that you can possibly convince them to come in and buy the platinum sponsorship for your upcoming event. Let me explain a little bit how the search feature works. In the plan view, I'm going to go ahead and zoom into one of these pages, and notice, regardless if it's on the front cover or if it's in an advertisement, an editorial, or an advertorial, if there's a word that exists on any one of these pages, Our software actually scrubs every page top to bottom and indexes every one of these words, or makes a note in the database of where each and every one of these words lives. Let's say, for example, this company Pharma has been one of our leading companies for the last leading advertisers for the last 5 years, and we want to go after them and sell up to them a new ad package, or we want them to be one of our premium sponsors for our upcoming event. We can actually search in Digital Studio. If we come up here to the search option, we can search for Pharma, Pharma, and we can actually search by content or by client or search by all. I want to find their name wherever it was in an ad or in an editorial or wherever. And you can even limit it to a date range you want to search for them. You can search in all of your products and all of your ad sizes. You can search anywhere throughout the system. And what our search will do while it's searching, what our search will do is go through every product that you've ever published as a digital edition, or in every PDF that you've uploaded, in every issue everywhere, and it will look for this company's name. And what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to come in here and you'll see a lot of repeats, because this is a test system and I reuse a lot of these same pages and different issues to illustrate different things. But we could say, you know what, they were in this article. All right, great. So I'm going to select this article, and they were also in this article, and they were in this ad, and they were also here, and they were also here. Navigating through all of my products here and all of my issues since the beginning of time when I've started uploading PDFs in the Digital Studio, I found everywhere that we have mentioned this particular advertiser. Now what I'm going to be able to do is I'm going to be able to add all these pages to a list. So we'll press Add to List here, and this is the asset list. I confirm the list. I go ahead and press Next, and I can actually create a new digital edition from here. And so we're going to call this Pharma Extraordinaire. Okay, and this is a custom digital edition for our sales staff. So what you can do is you can press OK here, and Digital Studio is going to open you up into this new Pharma Extraordinaire, this new digital edition that we just went through your entire library, your entire history of all your pages, and we've pulled out this advertiser for you and put it all in one digital edition here. You can publish this digital edition with the publishing cost 3, 4, 5 pages times 50 cents a page. So for $2.50, you can publish this unique digital edition for this client. And we'll just go ahead and do it right here just to show you how quickly and easy it is. The issue is Pharma VIP. Sales, product. Give it the issue name of the customer, give it today's date, the category, lifestyle. We're going to go ahead and package it for mobile devices and for the online newsstand so that we can offer this to our customer as we want. Now it says that the edition was published successfully, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel here and give it a second to render on the server. So again, for $2.50, we were able to publish a 5-page digital custom edition, and you can have your art department come in here and put a nice cover on this so that you can put it on for your client. Send this to your client, give them 2 months, 3 months to have it online to consider this annual sponsorship, $30,000, $40,000 sponsorship next year. For each month that you have it online, it's going to actually be 5 cents a page, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 cents for a quarter each month. You're going to be able to keep this digital edition online and have your client look at it, share it around their office and the administrators and owners, and say, you know what, this publication's really been good to us. Mentions, nice articles. I think we do want to. Let's go ahead and sponsor the $30,000 platinum membership next year for their event. We like them, they like us. We have a great partnership. Once your site gets published, check back in here. You will receive an email with the URL. And here's our URL that tells us your custom digital edition has been created. We'll copy this and we'll take to another tab. Just go ahead and cancel here. Open up a new tab. Paste our new digital edition URL, and here's our custom digital edition, custom sales for Pharma. And once the digital edition is published, I just have it in the preview mode here, but you'll see, and your client will be able to see and read all the information that you've ever published about them. So what a great new revenue generation tool you have available to you now through Digital Studio 4.0. The last thing I want to review today is our new Ad Material Reminder tool. Let's go ahead and change back to our original edition we were working on, Organic Delights, December 2012. And let's say that we're still missing some ad information from a few of our advertisers. So we can go over to the Upload tab, and in the Upload tab now you'll see an area here that says Send Material Reminders. So all of your pending advertisers, you'll be able to check off and go down the list and send multiple ad material reminders to these people. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and select these two people, two advertisers, and we'll go ahead under the production letter template area, and we're going to choose the Dropbox material reminder. This will give us a very basic email to them, person, the contact, and the company. Dear John Miller, this is an ad material reminder for inclusion in this issue. Please update your status. Please update us on the status of the material, or click here to upload the material. So we'll put a please upload your final materials here. I guess I've already typed it. Please upload your final ad materials here. And we go and press send, and this will send it to all of the people on the list at one that you selected at one time. It will send this all to them, and you're done with your ad material reminders for this particular issue. Now when the client, when they receive this email, I'm going to go ahead and click here, and when they receive this email, they'll just open up the email, they'll click here, and the customer is taken to this exact page, which is an upload page, and all they have to do here is upload their new files. And I'll notice they've uploaded stuff for us in the past in this issue. So if they just press upload files, you can have them, they can browse through the file, and we'll select a file to have them upload, and they can upload as many files as they want, multiple files here. Press upload. All right, it says the files have successfully uploaded, and now here's the file in here. And this is again from what the view that the client sees. So now when we go back into Digital Studio, they've already uploaded, they've clicked and uploaded their information. I'll go ahead and send all here. And this was for DIA Risk Associates. Once the email has been sent, it says mail reminders have been successfully sent to the respective email addresses. Press OK, and you're brought back in here now. Okay, once the emails have been sent, then we can periodically come back here and check in DIA Risk Associates, because we're expecting some email reminders to be returned. And sure enough, here it is, the new ad material in Digital Studio that our client linked from outside of Digital Studio. Now, once the client's ad material is in Digital Studio, of course you'll have to save the image as and save it to your local machine or onto your network drive, so that your InDesign operator, your artist, can grab this this file and use it in InDesign to get the final page put together and get the final page ready to upload here into Magazine Manager. Again, this is simply a repository, kind of like an FTP site that's integrated within Digital Studio that you can share with your client, so that they can upload their ad material directly up to you, and then you would then, this is a placeholder for that ad material, you would then right click and save the image, copy this ad material outside of Digital Studio into wherever you keep your ad material for your InDesign graphic artist to go in and put the pages together. As always, you can delete this ad material from here once you get it out and use it outside of Digital Studio. As each client uploads new ad material information, you'll have a Dropbox here that's created for your client. Now, this is not the Dropbox product that many of you are familiar with, where you go in and share a Dropbox link and everything. This is an internal Dropbox area in Digital Studio. It has nothing to do, and you don't need a Dropbox account to be able to use this feature. Now that your assets and different files are uploaded into Magazine Manager and your Publish Ready folder, these are all the assets that you placed in this particular issue. You can actually copy these assets. Let's select a couple of assets. So we're going to copy this page and this page and this page and this page. We want to copy these pages into our next issue because we will be reusing these pages in that issue. So we need to go ahead and select the 4 pages. We're going to copy the assets into the same product, Organic Delights, 2013, and we'll work on the June issue now. And select an asset folder where you want these to be stored. We're going to store these in the Publish Ready folder. And step 3 is going to select an insertion to assign them if you want to assign a specific insertion to this, but we're not going to right now. We're just going to simply copy this forward to the next issue. So we press copy, and these 4 assets have been copied into our June issue. So now let's change issues to Organic Delights 2013 June issue. And we may not have set this up already. Yeah, we have set it up. And look, here are those 4 assets from the prior issue that we just copied here to the new issue. All right, it's a pretty nice time saver for you to quickly pull. And these assets, these are full completed pages ready for the printer, print ready pages that you can copy from one issue to another should you need to do so. We've also enabled you the ability to copy editorials from one issue to another. If you need to copy editorial from one prior issue into a new issue, you can actually go to the Tools menu here, drop down, Import Inserts, and the product we're going to import from is the Organic Delights product 2012 December issue. And we're going to go ahead and import all the editorials. We're going to choose an issue based on the product where we're going to get it from. Press Next. And in here, we can hand select which editorial we want. All right, these are all editorial types. And we're going to select which editorials we want to bring forward to this issue. We've chosen 5 editorials. We'll press OK. And select the pages you've already mapped. So once you select the editorials and the page numbers that you want them to go on, it's going to tell you these pages have already been mapped, that they are going to be deleted or overwritten with the selected insertions we're bringing forward. I'm going to go ahead and say OK. So now when we look at those pages, we now have these editorials from our other issues now in our new issue, June 2013, brought over from December 2012. In Digital Studio 4.0, we've added some new analytical reporting under the Analyze menu. You've got some digital edition reporting that you can take a look at here. For all products, we want to take a look at issue analytics. And in here, we can look at all issues. Press OK. And here's a lot of the data that we're capturing. We can show you from the product name. These are all your different titles from the different issues, what page number, how many page views you've had, types of views, things like that. You can export the data to run further analysis in Excel or somewhere else. You can also look at iPad downloads if you want. If you have a branded app or some other kind of information, you can get information here on the iPad downloads. You can also take a look at subscriber details, and there may be more or less information on the subscriber details based if you have a branded app or not. And generally, you're only going to get the subscriber details whenever you have a branded app, either a paid or unpaid subscription, because part of the sign up or part of the process is being pulled from the subscriber's information when they do an online subscription. So you'll have this information here available to you as well. Remember to manage your published content. You go in here to publish content, all products. These are all the digital editions you have published. If you'd like to enable or disable them, you can do that under the billing status column here. And this will turn on or off your archived digital editions. This again is where you would do this. You can see all on one page. You can show different paging information, export this report as well. You can also take a look at an events report. This events will give you counts on hotspots that are clicked. So that Buy Now button that we installed earlier, you can actually give your reader analytics and tell them how many times that hotspot was clicked. Looking at how many times your pages were shared, or if your pages were Facebook shared, we've got some analytics here for you as well. It gives you the event action. Here's the actual URL. The product it was in, the issue it was in, and it was either a hotspot or a Facebook share, an email share over the web, things like that. So this is a great events report that gives you a lot of breakdown of your readers' interactivity in your digital edition. So I hope you found this overview video helpful, and I hope you're as excited as we are about the new Digital Studio 4.0. We've got a lot of great new features coming in the next release. We're already planning and already testing some features for the next Digital Studio release. So again, keep using, keep hammering, keep publishing. Keep those digital editions rolling. We always appreciate and anticipate your feedback and your input as a user community. Feel free to work with your software consultant, or you can reach Mark Hurt, the digital studio point of contact here at Mirabel Technologies. His email address is mhirt, M-H-I-R-T, at mirabeltechnologies.com. And feel free to share your input and enhancement requests with Mark. Thank you very much. Happy publishing.